Hey, everybody, and welcome to this conversation with Wally Callerio, the founder and creator of the Echo Underground Music Coin. What's up, Wally?
What's going on? I'm excited to talk to you a little bit about what we got going on.
I wanted to, first of all, just get an idea of your background. This is kind of the first time I've spoken to you. So,
Right.
what's your background?
Uh, the last 25 years, I've pretty much been an independent artist, musician, engineer, label owner. I've kind of man of many hats within the music industry. Like most people know, you have to have many hats. I've also started one of the first dance music sales sites on the internet in 2004. Um, yeah, just been involved in music basically most of my life, most of my grown life.
So, what made you want to come into doing a coin? That seems like kind of a shift.
It's a shift and it's not because, like I said, I did run a download music site for 5 years between 2004 and 2009. I was in the tech world, and I've been into crypto since probably around 2015, and I've always had it in mind, like, what could you really use this for to use it to the best of its ability. I really love the technology behind uh, blockchain technology itself. I think it's so powerful in so many ways that I've always been waiting for the right moment to kind of use this technology in a way that we could help people like myself, independent artists that struggle every day to do what they love.
The
Go
system
ahead.
you're describing, which is sort of splitting the sale of something into all the artists that made it. That
Yes.
that sounds like a lot of what UMC's white paper talks about.
Right. So yeah, we're definitely bringing Digibag into this project just because it, 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 it it was my blood project, right? Like I struggled so hard to make this happen because even then I approach everything as an artist first and what can help the artist. And back then, but still the same. I feel like that the program's broken, man. Even with these digital sites, you're able to get how many sold and all this stuff, but you're still not getting paid by the labels. You can see how much you're owed, but half the time the labels still aren't paying you. And that's
Mhm.
basically what I was trying to do with Digibag, was kind of circumvent the label and put the artist first, and then the artist pays the label, right? If the label's doing their job, they get paid, right? It's, to me, it's always the artist content first. And the last 80 years of music, it's been these labels that own the artist, right? And I spent the last 20 years trying to figure out a way how to flip that and let the artists own themselves, right? So that's kind of the prelude into the UMC coin. Finally, about 5 or 6 months ago, I was walking into my house and it hit me like lightning. I was seeing all these meme coins that were blowing up and doing all this money, like, I watched, honestly, Safe Moon was one of the first things that really caught my eye with the reflections and the way they sent donations or taxes to other folders. And I was like, well, how can we use that to benefit the artist? How can we create an ecosystem around that for the artist? And that's kind of like, it kind of hit me right when I walked in, is like, create an artist foundation wallet where those taxes and donations go to, and we can use that to create a true ecosystem for the artist, not just here's some coins, or here's this or here's that, but actually strengthen the foundation of their ecosystem, including their venues and promoters that they work with and events, which are the heart and soul of beginning music, and where good music come from. It always comes from those small venues, and that's the ecosystem that we're trying to support, while supporting the artist first. Everything, all the coins that come through our system end up in the artist's hands. Not one of them end up in a venue. Not one of them end up in a promoter. Although they all really benefit from the system in many ways, which we can get into later. But every coin goes into supporting the artist. And as a struggling artist, I had many years where I didn't know if I was going to make it through that next year in music anymore, if I was going to go have to work in a cubicle, or what I mean, try to find this or that to get by. And I know that's the story of 90% of the artists out there, and there's a support system once you get big enough, but the real music's made in the foundation, and that's where I want to place myself, is in the foundation of music, because I feel like if you prop up that foundation properly, all the music above is gonna prosper from it, because you're building a proper ladder for these musicians and artists to go up this ladder that used to exist, that doesn't exist because of social media. People can skip that ladder real quick, and that affects music in many ways.
So let's get into how that coin actually works, because the passion is definitely there. How
Sure.
does the coin function in a very short, concise way that gets the artist? It benefits the artist. It benefits the holders.
Sure. So, we're trying to create many different economic streams for this coin to work. Our main stream of coins that's going to hit our artist foundation wallet will be the daily trading on exchanges. So every time coins are bought and sold on exchanges, there's going to be a 4% donation that goes to the artist folder. Um, let's give you an example. For, a smaller coin might be doing between 500,000 and $1 million a day in volume, which would create anywhere from $20,000 to $40,000 a day that we can use to help support artists in many different ways. One of the ways would be basically sponsoring events and paying the artist directly. Now, you might think that's going to help the venue, which it does in many ways, right? It's the whole ecosystem we're trying to affect. So what we're doing by that, when we pay for an event budget, what we're going to do is ask that event to lower their door cost by the same amount that we lower their budget by. So if we lower their budget by 80%, they lower their door cost by 80%. So now the fans that go to the shows are going to benefit by paying less to get into the show. The location is going to benefit because now they're going to get more people coming to their shows. I mean, you know how it is when you're 20 years old and you don't want to pay $20 to get in. That's like, now I don't have money for a drink. So now you're helping create the system to where it's going to benefit the fans that come in by lowering the door costs. It's going to bring more fans into the location for the band, for the artists to have in front of them, on top of more money spent at the bars to help those locations survive. So that is the very first way we are looking to help the artist with this artist foundation wallet. And one of 10 or 15 different ways we will be helping.
What's your timeline for the coin?
Right now, our timeline as far as a public launch of the coin itself is March 1st. As far as a platform launch, we're hoping to have the platform with the MVPs by April or May. So we're looking for like a May with MVPs. That's not the full blown system, but the ranking systems, some of the voting systems and that type of stuff's going to come in first, and then the music system, and then we're going to launch different services behind that. We're going to create a debit system that is attached to these artists' accounts, so they can spend their tokens basically like real money. If they have a bill they pay, they use this debit card that's connected to their account. So we're trying to find out ways to make it easy for these artists to spend their money in their accounts as well.
When you say that 4% is going to go to the artist, is that like the artist of your choice, or is it
It's actually it's a foundation wallet, so it's going to go to a clump sum, and it's going to get divided out into different portions of artist support, artist services. We'll get more into the voting system in a second and how that affects the coins that do get into this wallet. But like I said, all these coins kind of go into this one foundation wallet where we are using that for everything to create a better ecosystem for them, from advertising and marketing for certain artists once they get up in our rankings, to full-blown label releases, to tours for these bands. Once they get ranked up the system, they're going to get more and more services given to them for free, basically, to build them up as an artist. We're not asking for anything back from these artists. We're not like a normal label that would say, we're going to build you up, we're going to teach you all this stuff, but we're going to take 60% of everything moving forward in perpetuity. We're saying, no, we're going to build you up because we want good music out there. If you make it through our system and you make it out of our system and you kind of graduate from our system, then you're off as a true musician that can hold their own against a larger label. You'll know what to do when you get to that point, instead of getting to that larger label and getting eaten alive.
So you mentioned a voting system. I'm guessing it has something to do with DAO kind of technology, stuff, sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean that's basically where blockchain really shines, right? Is a transparent voting system, right? Something that people can go online and audit themselves. Anybody on our system can obviously go onto the ledger and audit these votes. That's what makes it so powerful. So yeah, the voting system is the heart of the entire system. The ability to vote up your favorite artists on the system, your ability to vote your favorite local venue that you want to support, the ability to support a promoter and events that they do specifically. That's where the heart of the system is, right? That's what's going to keep the blood pumping to the ecosystem per se. So the voting system is where the blood is transferred to, and that voting system is going to allow us to know where our token holders want this money to go, and who we should be helping in the end. Because we're hoping what happens is that these people are going to look at these venues of, okay, these people are bringing in the right acts that they like. They're a good, clean venue. They're good people working there. All the aspects that you want to support in a venue is basically going to come into play.
So people could like vote on who gets to play like UMC festival or something like that.
We are going to have some vote up events. We're going to call them vote up events, right? So vote up your favorite artist. We might even do some little tours like that in the future, depending on who our top artists are. Since we're going to have a good network of venues and artists, it should be fairly easy to connect these two together in the long run. So yeah, we're looking at doing a lot of fun things with our voting to create more traffic on our site and create more interaction with our token holders.
So what's like your vision for the future of UMC and maybe the future of crypto also?
I mean, like I said, I've been a lover of crypto since 2015. I've been screaming at the mountains for everybody to get into crypto, right? It's like, in my eyes, crypto is the end all be all. And I know we got quantum computers coming in, but it'll get worked into that system. They'll figure out the security flaws in it. But the overall premise of how, the ledgers work and how blockchain works, it's undeniable that everything in our life can be decentralized on some aspect, even our governments, right? So that taking advantage of that across the board in every type of industry, we can level the playing field and spread that money out, from a few to many, which is, the ideal thing, right? For a true economy is to have more money going to the bottom, because the bottom is, are the people that spend money locally. They're the ones that spend money on local businesses. So it's the same thing with blockchain, right? You're decentralizing all this money, getting funneled to one place and allowing it to get spread out to many. So I think that's where the true power of blockchain is, the transparency of it, the ability to audit it, and just it's fierce, man. It really could change the world, and I've always felt that.
I'm guessing you have people that like have made pretty well on crypto, and now they want to do something special in the.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we've gotten involved, with a couple crypto like fun type people that they've made their money in meme coins, but they really know what this technology is meant for, and they're really excited to hear what we're trying to do, and we're getting all sorts of help in many different directions because people are excited about the vision, right? And that's what I want more from the early investors, are people that are excited about the vision and are going to be part of pushing that vision. Because if you got people just buying the coin and sitting on them, it's not going to help anybody. So
Right. Yes. And the vision is decentralized music industry.
it's a decentralized music industry and a healthy ecosystem at the very bottom.